Hello, well, welcome to Back to School Night for Biology 1610 and 1615. I'm Miss Lamb, and it's been so fun to have your students. I love having them in class. All right, so this is my dashboard for UVU Canvas. I use UVU Canvas instead of UCAS Canvas, which I know is kind of hard, but it's because there's some things that UVU Canvas can do that UCAS Canvas can't do, and this is a college course. So your students will not have access to 1010 and 1015. They will be in 1610 and 1615. Now, 1615 is the lab course, and it will, everything for 1615 will link out of 1610. So your kids really only have to look at 1610. So we're going to jump into 1610 here and get familiar with how it works. All right, so this is the home page, and they can click on anything from here. We are currently in enzymes and metabolism, so they would just click on enzymes and metabolism, and that will take them into what we are currently studying. I am going to put this in student. You as a student, so you'll see what your students are seeing. So when they come in here, let's look at the course orientation module first, because there's some stuff in here that's really helpful. There's a welcome to biology that you can look at and have your students show you, as well as overview and learning objectives. So this is overview of the whole year with the learning objectives just for the course orientation module, but all of the modules have these learning objectives, which are what the students are tested on. And then there's some information that they can look at, information about me, syllabus, study tips, a way to outline chapters guide. I have them outline all of the chapters, so that's their guide for that. And then this is just their assignments and quizzes that they had as part of this. Was our very first module that we did. I had them do an effective learning assignment where they thought about how they study skills. We talked about study skills. The importance of taking paper notes. I have them do reflections where they think about what they've learned and how they can apply that. This is another important module right here, the field experiences. Every month they have to go to a field site that they've chosen. Most of them choose their backyard, and they have to do some things that are related to biology. So they have one for November. This, if they click on it, is going to link out to the Biology 1615 course. So we'll just go do that for a minute. I usually talk about these in class. There's some kind of theme that they have. They draw a map, they listen, they draw trees. This month, they are going to be making an overhead map of their site and mapping a lot of stuff. They always do what's called an adopt-a-tree, where they have a deciduous tree and they look at the leaves and the bark and the fruit and the seeds. It gives them an outside, like real, true biology outdoor experience. It's really pretty cool. Sometimes some of the students, it's their favorite thing they do in biology, and some of them don't like it at all, but I feel like it's very beneficial. So I'm excited that the kids can do that. All right, so we'll go back here to this. Oh, this is 1010 course. Go back to our 1610 course. Continue our little tour of Canvas. So this is what it's going to look like for your student. So we'll go to the unit now. That's the one that we're on, because it's set up like all of them. So this is enzymes and metabolism. That's what we're working on right now. After this unit, they have an exam. It's actually coming up this Thursday, November 14th. So tell them to keep studying, be ready. All right, so all of the modules have an overview. This overview is going to be the learning objectives. These are the things that they need to know how to do by the end of the module. So when they're taking notes in class, they should take notes on this. When they're reading, they should take notes on this. And as they're studying, they should be studying things that have to do with these learning objectives. And then there's a little overview that just tells about what the unit's about. Then there's activities. They always have a chapter that they're reading and that they need to outline in their textbook. And then they have assignments that are mostly quizzes. They have quizzes, a reading quiz, some quizzes based on stuff we're working on in class, and then a maxi quiz, which is an assessment that at the end of the unit. And then I have a bunch of optional things that they can use, like optional videos, optional readings to help if they're confused about things. So this is a really, really cool way to go. And let's go back to the module, because then we can see the whole thing. So now here is the module page where you can see like all of the stuff that we've learned so far, which is lots of things. This exam is going to cover cell structure, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells, cell membranes, and enzymes and metabolism, which is where we're here. And then there's module resources. There's PowerPoints that they can look at that are there. We talk about them in class, but they can access them here. And then there's even like some things they can print out for notes. Then there's some animations for this unit they can look at, and a virtual lab that they can do if they want to. Then in-class activities are listed here. So if they're absent, they know what in-class activities we're working on, so they can go there and work on them themselves. And then there's homework assignments. Here's a quiz. Here's their read and outline. The read and outline is always due at the same time as the reading quiz. And then there's a choose your favorite enzyme assignment, and then a metabolism energy assignment that they'll be getting, and then their maxi quiz, which is their end of unit assessment. And then here's all the optional resources, videos that they can watch, another set of lecture videos, another chapter that they can read in a different textbook, and then even files and additional resources. So there's lots of things that they can use to study. They should be studying every day the notes that they're taking in class. The quizzes, basically, they are in class and they go home and take the quiz. So they have a practice for the stuff that we're doing in class, but they need to be studying as they go all along. And there's even like strategies. If you go up here to the course orientation module, I've even given them lots of study ideas and study skills to help them so that they can be successful in my class. But if you have any questions or they have any questions, I have an open door policy. Please have them come in. You come in or you email me, have your students come in. I'm happy to meet with them, help them in any way that I can. And it's been a pleasure to spend this time with you. Thank you so much.